So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I think Danny Parejo will be pulling the strings in that central midfield position, Peter. His link-up play is something he excels at, especially those short and medium-range passes, and he can really set the tempo of the day. Good mobility is always a plus too.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And we're underway. Pedraza. Doku does well to get it back. Here comes the terrific header. Goes for a shot! They scored! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's been taken short. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Wriggles his way through. Pepe. Looking for options for movement. Parejo. In with the challenge. Oh, that's nice. Swings in across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Villarreal finding their pass. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has been cleared. He's looking wide. Tries a measured ball. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Villarreal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nicely weighted ball.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them better.
There's the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pepe. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And there's a searching pass, and he's certainly onside here. Pedraza attempts a clearance.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, can he finish? Bremer. Quality ball. Half an hour played now. Now it's Doku. Parejo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Oh, no joy this time. Barcola. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, this is a great position. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Opts for safety. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gay, passing is crisp and sharp. That's good running with the ball. cleared away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barcola. Gay was in no mood for any of that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pepe. To Gay. Marin. Gabriel tries to clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He can run onto that. Barcola. Danger averted for now. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Here we go again then. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Pepe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gerard Moreno. Gabriel.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Rice. And Akanji. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedraza. No way through there. Nice looking ball. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Maradona. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Gerard Moreno is firing after that one.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Parejo. So we've reached the hour mark. Gerard Moreno has created one goal already. Pedraza. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that was asking just too much of him. Villarreal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 22.
Vieira.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a delicate pass. In comes the corner. Tries to get it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Villarreal are looking to go forward now. Parejo. Today. Not the most accurate pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Shot a goal! Wonderful from Vieira! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
El dorsal 6. Vieira. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por
So,
el dorsal
just a
21.
consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Cambio de jugadores.
Knocks it out wide. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Ekitike. And it's Cruyff. Lovely bit of skill. Cross needs to big header! It's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
En el minuto 77, el dorsal
Well, it's an
14.
inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That is ended up in no man's land.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Pedraza. That has been knocked clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Delivers with whip.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
There will be a throw-in. That is lovely. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that pass isn't the best. He's in a great position here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And this is Perez. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Akanji. Rice. And time is up. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Konate, without doubt, one of the players of the week. An awful lot expected from him.
Well, he's really impressed me. So solid at the back, and he has been a picture of discipline and control, solidity. You just feel whatever tests that the opposition throw at him, he'll just deal with it.
So it's away we go then. Maradona, looking tidy in possession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Quality ball. David! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Barcola. Oh, nice touch. Valverde does well to stand firm and defend it. Now, what about this cross? But that is good defending. It's been has a shot! It's a loose ball. Delivers the ball. Keeper has taken decisive act. Takes a shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, nicely intercepted, and that could set him on his way. Maradona gets into a good position. Maradona's cross. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
Milan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Maradona clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Arda Güler. Looking here to chip it through. He's on it. Can he get away? It's a good run, that. Great timing. Howson. So we're still where we started right now. Now Howson. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in...
Decent chance! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
David clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Güler. Valverde. Mbappe gets into some space. Chips it through. Oh, smack! Caught offside that time. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Swings it across. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Has a look and plays it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Tchouaméni. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan do have a chance to counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. Maradona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is great defending, so alert. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Yamal. Yamal looking to penetrate opposition lines. And the finish! Goal, Milan! And right on half-time, that is telling. How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Milan, and the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now, can they get him away? Camavinga. Ball driven towards the far post. Antonio Silva attempts a clearance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's David. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Camavinga. Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He can run onto that. And he shoots! Oh, what has happened here? Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping! Traumeri, Bellingham, he is onto this. Maradona.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Camavinga. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Barcola. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Big header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Played back. Now that looks a decent ball. Camavinga. Dani Ceballos puts them all in. And that's been well dealt with. Cleared away. Throw-in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Asensio. And it's Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Gula.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Valverde. Traumeri receives it in a good position. Up he goes! And that could have brought them level.
Ceballos was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Traumeri. It's a really well-measured ball. In towards the back stick. Bremer attempts a clearance.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Maradona. Asensio gets it clear. And here's Doku. Nice control. No, he refuses to take the bait.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the ball is out of play. Tchouaméni. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Ekitike taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Becklin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Everyone, please welcome
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This could be another episode of the Seho Girassi show, I think, Peter. While he's primarily a poacher, he doesn't really have the composure you need in the penalty area when it comes to his finishing. He's a bit Hollywood or bust regarding that. But when it comes to his general play, he has great composure bringing his teammates into the game. So he just needs to get that clinical edge going.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Borussia Dortmund have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
So it's down to business here. Adeyemi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Barcola chasing after it. Gets a good foot in there. Nemecha. Flings it across. In comes the corner. They've played it short, and it's Brandt. Hangs one in. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Mbappe. Nice physical challenge. And he has been fouled there. Out towards the flank. Mbappe. Turns and goes back. Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Showing good feet.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Cruyff. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Anton.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, good-looking ball. Looks across. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff tries to dink it. Up he goes! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Nemecha, Brandt. Now it's David. Mbappe. Brandt simply refused to be outdone there. Adeyemi. That has been slung wide. Could move up a gear here. Marcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, can they get him away? Lovely feet. And that's played in low. Adeyemi. Not the most accurate pass. Nemecha gets a foot in here. Driving forward. And it's Brandt. Nemecha. Now it's Girassi. Shifted it to the flank. Cross from Brandt. Now it's Cruyff. This looks promising. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Brandt. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Cleared without hesitation. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Adeyemi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now this could be a chance. Marcola could try cutting inside here. He's in a great position. Vinicius Junior! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Expecting traffic to be heavy after the
How would you review the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And the action is back underway.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. He's on it. Can he get away? Konate tries to clear. Barcola. Now it's David. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. In with the challenge. Anton defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Picked it, tries a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
The attendance for this match
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And it's Brandt. Nice looking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Dinks one through. Akanji can get it clear. That has ended up in no man's land. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Great ball and he's in here. Incoming delivery. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. It's out for a goal kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Edmilson. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played out to the left flank. And that is a little undercooked.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe. Corner.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change.
Felix Metscher. Coming on the
Oh,
field.
what a climb!
Number 26.
Decent attempt, but not
Number
quite good
20,
enough.
Sabitzer.
Schlotterbeck. Ryerson. Well, that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hops him off it and wins back the ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Sabitzer. It's a really well-measured ball. Adeyemi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Produces a cross, and that's been well dealt with.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Schlotterbeck gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution in progress.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, delightful ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Doku.
4 added minutes has been
Lovely
indicated.
pass, but can he get there? Akliouche, and a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.